I'll put the blinds down. There. Yeah, that's better.
Well, suit yourself. It's your office.
What did you do yesterday?
I played bridge in the afternoon. I went to the theater in the
It
evening.
was the other way around, wasn't it?
Yes, I guess it was.
What was the play? Cyrano, wasn't it?
Well, yes, why?
Did you like it?
Well, my head was aching.
How long have you had these headaches?
Oh, I don't have them.
You have one now?
No, I have not.
How did you come out at bridge yesterday?
Let me think.
Quickly.
I don't remember.
I know, you lost.
Yes, I lost.
How much?
Well, how can I remember? I play bridge every day.
You've been losing a lot lately, haven't you?
Yes.
Playing badly?
I,
Forgetting what the cards are and what's the bid?
Why do you ask me these stupid questions?
Wait a minute. Did Parsons say you could go out yesterday?
I'm accustomed to looking after myself.
But you did disobey his orders, didn't
But
you?
what if I did?
Well, why pay a doctor to advise you and then disregard his advice?
I didn't call him. Someone else called him.
So you're taking orders from someone else, aren't you?
Doctor, listen to me. I've never taken orders from anyone. And as long as I live, I shall never take orders from anyone. And here's something else. I'm well. Absolutely well. I'm young and strong and nothing can touch me. Neither you nor Dr. Parsons can make an invalid out of me. And now I'm going. I'm sorry to have wasted so much of your time. This is my last interview with Doctor.
That's right. Run away because you're frightened.
That isn't true.
Come on over here. Now sit down. I want to talk to you. You held certain things back from Dr. Parsons because you were afraid to admit them. You didn't tell him that you've been having these headaches for months. But you have, and they've been getting worse lately until now you're never free of them. And your eyes have been cutting up, too, just as though someone was shutting a pair of folding doors until your vision is almost cut in half. You pretended it was imagination, but it isn't. Then that queer, dull feeling in your right arm, you couldn't laugh that off. I'll tell you how you got those burns, a cigarette. It burned your fingers and you never felt it because your tactile nerves are paralyzed. Your memory is all shot to pieces. You can't concentrate. Look at your bridge scores. You're irritable because your nerves are all on edge. You're afraid to admit it, but you can't deny it. Now, that's true, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is true. I can't deny it.
Then why don't you let me help you?
Dr. Steele, we have to leave now if we're going to catch that train.
Train? Yeah, well, there'll be other trains on other days.
Doctor.
Cancel the ticket.
Yes, Doctor. Oh, thank you very much for staying.
Not at all. A few days one way or the other won't matter.
I'm sorry I was so difficult.
I like the way you fought back at me. You've been a good sport.
Well, if I weren't that doctor, I'm afraid I wouldn't be much of anything. Tell me, what's wrong with me? Is it my eyes?
Now, I'd be a poor excuse for a doctor if I told you before I positive myself. For the next few days, I'm going to ask you to have some x-rays taken, lots of them. Otherwise, you're to live your normal life. Do everything you've been doing. See your friends, have parties, everything the same. With one exception.
What's that?
You'll have to see a good deal of me.
I'll bet you'll be a frost at a party. Well, Dr. Steele, have you reached the verdict?
Yes.
The prisoner will rise. The sentence?
We will have to operate.
Operate? On me? Where? My head?
Yes.
Oh, no, I won't.
Dr. Walker, surgery, please. Dr. Carvel, administration, please. Dr. Carvel.
Good morning. How is everything?
Everything is awful. Look what you make me wear.
The operating gown? Pretty dowdy, aren't they? I suppose you brought a lot of nice things of your own.
Well, of course I did. I have lovely nighties. I bought 2 new ones, especially for this.
Miss Ann, I see no reason why Mr. Hearn shouldn't wear something of her own.
They're in the drawer.
Yeah, have them ready for her when she comes back from the operating room, will you? And now, Mr. Hearn, how about drinking this?
Well, what is it?
That's just something that makes you sleep. Write down. That's right.
Well, I don't want to go to sleep. How could anyone sleep in a 2x4 like this? At home, I have a bed big enough for 6, and here I can't move.
Now, wait a minute. I'll show you something nice about this bed. See, it goes up to rest your legs. It goes up and down to make your back feel better. Why, before you're through, you want to take it home with you.
You know, you do make it feel better. I can't understand me. I've never given in a fraction to anyone else. And here I am letting you bounce me up and bounce me down. In fact, I'm letting you. Tell me, exactly where does it happen? Here, in my head?
That's my worry.
Doctor, how do you do it? Just what do you do?
Chatterbox, aren't you?
It is very distasteful, isn't it? Oh, well, I don't care. I don't care about anything. This is such a nice bed. And it's a nice room, too. Thank you, Anne. Anne, you're standing over there miles away. Come over here. I love you, Anne. I don't know what I'd do without you. I love you. Do you and the doctor like each other?
Of course.
Sure. I want you to like each other. Because, you see, I love everybody. Will they cut off my hair?
Just a little of it.
Well, I don't want my hair cut off.
It'll grow back.
Yes. Of course it will. That's silly of me. I feel so good. Nothing to think about.
You're going to sleep now.
That's right. I must do everything you say. I'm in your hands, Doctor. Ah, they're such nice hands. Nice, strong hands. Doctor?
Yes?
When you get inside my head, see if you can find any sense in it.
She's asleep. Hello? Dr. Steele speaking. Will you call surgery? We're ready now.
Well, how is she?
The operation was a complete success.
Go on.
I told you what to expect before we operated. She's bound to have a recurrence.
An invalid, I suppose.
No, I'd say it's a rare case. She'll apparently be as well as any of us. That is until, well, her sight may fail near the end.
Amblyopia?
Yes. It'll only be a few hours after that.
Oh, hang it, Steele. Isn't there anything we can do? Anything at all?
No, there's nothing. It's a rotten business, Doctor. A girl like that, so alive, so entitled to live, to have this contemptible, meaningless growth come along and put a period to it, you could almost wish it had happened on the table.
Are you going to tell her?
Would you want her to know?
No.
Well, then that's the answer.
Steele, just one more thing. You said she'd have a recurrence and then a few hours of life. How long has she got before the recurrence? Well?
I can't say exactly. But she'll die within a year.
In a few weeks, Judith returned from the hospital. A new Judith, with sparkling eyes and steady hands. She's invited some friends to celebrate her recovery. As she moves gaily among them, Dr. Steele watches from the doorway, his face drawn, his eyes filled with pity. At last, Judith sees him and runs quickly to him.
Doctor, where in the world have you been?
Hello, Judith.
My friend, this is the gentleman who did my operation. Dr. Steele, my gang.
How do you do?
Now, come over here. I want to speak to you. You're late, you know.
I was at the hospital.
Ah, never mind that. We're not interested in medicine here. Sit down, won't you? Have some champagne?
No, thanks.
I had one. Said I could.
Have you been a good girl?
No.
I thought not. Did you drive into town for lunch and come right back?
Father, I cannot tell a lie.
What did you do?
I bought these shoes. Like them?
Mm-hmm. They're very pretty. What else?
This dress. And some other new frocks that will stun you. Oh, thank you so very much for the 2 inches off my middle. And, Doctor, thank you for my life. What can I ever do for you? Oh, Anne. Anne! Coming. What? Excuse me, Doctor. Anne, has the package come yet? Just arrived. Shall I get it? No, let me. Be right back. Don't go away. Well, Doctor, doesn't she look wonderful? Aren't you proud?
Proud? Yes, I'm very proud.
Doctor, when you came down to Judith's room right after the operation, you had a certain look in your face. I thought it was the strain, the tension of the operation.
I don't understand you.
Well, you have that same look in your face now. Is there anything wrong?
Anne, I'd rather not.
If there is, please. You see, I am her best friend.
Will you come outside?
Well?
Are you strong enough to hear the truth?
Then there is something.
Yes, there is. I can't save her, Anne. Nothing can. Nothing.
You mean she's going...
Yes. She'll die.
Well, so are we all.
She's going to die of that growth for which we operated.
No.
It's true.
You mean she'll have that pain again? And that horrible confusion?
No, she's not going to suffer again. That's all behind her now.
How will it come?
It'll come quietly, peacefully.
Oh, God's last small mercy. You mean it will come without warning? She'll have no chance to be ready.
There may be a moment very near the end when she won't be able to see quite as usual.
She'll go blind.
A dimming of vision. Then after a few hours, say 2 or 3.
Doctor, how long has she? A year? 6 months?
Possibly more.
Oh, I don't believe it.
And if I could literally cut off this arm...
I know.
You'll have to buck up. She mustn't know.